Hey, this will be a video chart on ZIPZ, Zippy Networks Incorporated. I want to get this one up here as it's making some interesting moves here as a chart with their volume and price action and so forth. So I want to go over that, and that way you can kind of possibly get a nice little bottom here. So looking back over the past few weeks, you can see that volume has really picked up quite a bit. The chart was essentially dead for this section, and then volume really picked up. Got a nice move here where the price came up here, and then we have pulled back. But the key thing about this pullback is when you look down here at volume, you can see volume has pulled or decreased with the pullback, and that's what you want to see. The worst things are when you get pullbacks and then you see gigantic volume during that whole thing. That hasn't been the case here. Price is pulled back and volume has decreased. So from a technical analysis standpoint, that's something that you do want to see happen. We are sitting right back at these lows here where we were at 0.001. So in terms of risk versus reward, setup, this is about as good as it gets. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say you put in an order at 0.001 to try to get in, and then you use your stop loss, and that's the key with risk versus reward. So let's say you put your stop loss down here. This would be your area of risk right here. This shaded red or yellow box here. And then let's say you have a price target, of something that's realistic in the world of charts, and that would be, just right up here around this area of resistance. Well, now your area of reward is this big. So as you can see, your risk, if you get in at 0.01 versus your reward, and keep in mind the reward could be, as big as you want it to be. It just depends on where you want to take your take some profits, but very good at setup. You're at a key support, so if this support doesn't hold, then okay, the trade didn't go your way. But if it does go your way and you get a nice bounce, then you could really get some nice upside potential there. So from the risk versus reward standpoint, things are looking good. Now in terms of the daily chart perspective and resistances, what areas are we looking to get through? Well, the key one right now is just going to be this 50-day simple moving average. Right now it's valued at 0.0016, we'll call it. Every time the price has gotten through it, it's made some nice moves. Right here being the most recent, broke above it and then shot right up here. But from the daily chart perspective, the chart's going to need to start to get some closes above here, and by doing that, it'll allow the stock to build some momentum and start to draw in more of the longer term swing traders and so forth, because that will start to make the chart really look beneficial. After the 50-day, the next key resistance level is going to be up here at the 0.0023 level. And if you look back here through the pricing history of the chart, you can see it acted as support quite a bit over here, and then when the price did drop below it, it acted as resistance, resistance a few more times. Here it acted as resistance. Intraday it did fall, but from the daily chart perspective, the price couldn't close below it or above it. So this 0.0023 level is going to be a key area of resistance, going to make that a little thicker to represent an important level. But the good news with that is if the price can get through there, then resistance is really thin out, and your next one's not really up here until it looks like about the 0.004 area. But one step at a time. For now, put it on the radars, because it could make a nice, or it would make a nice risk versus reward. And if they do get the bounce, it's got some nice upside potential. And then after 0.0023, these resistances start to thin out quite a bit, and there could be some nice percentages that add up. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it's all free. We've been making some good money together with our alerts and selections, so I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and just see what it's all about. One more time, this was ZIPZ. Thanks for listening.